To import the Zapp SDK, head over to the Zappermint GitHub page and open the Zapp SDK repository. In the README, find the Unity package release and download the Unity package file. Drag and drop the package into your project and import the files. You should now have the Zappermint folder with an example Android manifest, the SDK scripts, a README, and the assembly definition. Zappermint uses deep links. To configure deep links in Unity, there are a couple of steps you'll need to take. For iOS, head over to the project settings. In Player, under the iOS tab, scroll down to the other settings and find the supported URL schemes. Add the scheme of your app to this list. For Android, you'll have to modify your manifest file. You can copy an example from the examples folder in the SDK if you don't have one yet. In the root of your project, create a plugins folder. In there, create an Android folder and copy the Android manifest.xml in there. Open the XML file, find the line that says data Android scheme and replace your scheme with the scheme of your app. In the first scene of your project, add a new game object and add the Zapp link manager script. Then, in your login scene, add a new game object and add the Zapp login script. In this script, you have to modify 4 fields: the name of your app, the icon you want to use, the scheme of your app, and then the cost. There are also 3 event listeners, but more on this later. The user needs to be able to connect to the Zapp wallet. For this, I'll create a simple login button in Unity. In the onClick event, I call the login function of the Zapp login script. Now, I'll create an ad-free version of my game. This contains the UI elements that will appear after the user has logged in with the Zapp wallet. To load in the name of the user dynamically, I'll create a script. This script will be using the Zapp SDK. At the top, we specify that we want to use the Zappermint namespace. Then we create a public function with the login data as parameter. This login data will be filled in by the SDK. We are using a text component, so let's get a reference to that. And then in the public function, we will let the text component be filled in with the data.name. Then we simply assign a script and fill in the reference. In my game, I've also created a simple animation script to hide the ads with a smooth animation. You can handle this in any way you like. Now all that's left to do is to call this animation when the user logs in and show the user's name. For this, I add 2 listeners to the onSuccess event of the Zapp login. Let's test. In the Zappermint menu, you can find the deep link debugger. When the app is running, go to the README and find the successful login message. Copy this line, replace your scheme with your app's scheme, and hit test. You should now see the animation play and the name being filled in. We now have a working game that is ready to be used with Zapp.